The penny, the nickel, the dime, and the quarter. And of course, the ever-Canadian toonie and loonie. But what if I told you there's a coin missing? And we've almost forgotten about it. This is a 50-cent coin, and it is legal Canadian tender. What I love about this coin is when you give it to somebody, they either just have a face of total confusion or nostalgia.
Actually spent a lot of time on cash here, so yeah. Lots.
Have you ever seen one of those before? Have you ever seen one of these coins?
It's not something we keep in the till. It'd be like random stuff in my pocket.
That's a 50 center.
Yeah.
Oh, they're out of circulation.
It says 50 cents on it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've also seen the ones with the red dot in the middle.
When did I see one of these? I would say the last time I saw one of these was about 25 years ago.
So there's this place in Winnipeg. It's called the Royal Canadian Mint, and they are in charge of making all of our money. They have all these processes and fancy high-tech machines that take these little pieces of metal and they stamp them and they make our currency. In short, they are in charge of our national coin supply, and they make over 1 billion coins every year. Production of the 50-cent coin peaked in 1965, when over 12 million of them were minted. Today, they mint anywhere from around 150,000 to about 800,000 a year. I got the opportunity to go to Winnipeg last year, and I knew I had to visit the mint. And when I went, I was on a mission because I wanted to know more about these. What I wasn't expecting is that they still mint them.
From this year, though, or last year. So it's a current coin. Yeah, I haven't seen this in circulation that I can recall.
Yeah, I didn't know they still minted them. I thought they quit minting them.
So I walked in and I walked right up to the counter at the gift shop and I asked the guy, "Do you guys still sell 50-cent coins?" The clerk explained to me that they are extremely popular and they sell out online almost immediately, and the only way to get them anymore is to actually buy them from the mint or from the mint online on their website. So he reached behind the counter, he pulled out this big drawer, and he pulled out this, a roll of 50-cent coins. I bought 3. Everybody that you give it to compares it to a quarter.
I thought they were bigger. This is about the size of a quarter.
Looks like a big quarter.
I thought the 50 cents were bigger than this.
Everybody's always confused about if you can actually spend one of these things when you give them to them.
Somebody insists on leaving it, that's fine, but I don't.
Yeah, if I had it. If people will accept it.
I haven't thrown it away. So I wouldn't spend that.
Yet, still, legal Canadian tender. With the coin falling out of popularity, there are still people who haven't forgotten. Those are the collectors.
My father had talked about a 50-cent piece and had given me a coin collection that included a 50-cent piece. And I was astounded. I was like, wow, there's a 50-cent piece? I still have them.
Would never put that into a cash drawer. You ever seen one of these, Sandy? I know you pay a lot more attention to that than I do.
Yeah, I have.
It's like,
Yeah. In fact, I think I have one in the coin collection. And
Oh!
Came in like a centennial package, I think in 2000. I have it with like a silver dollar, which was pretty unique too.
The collectors haven't forgotten about these. You find them in pawn shops all the time. There's certain years where they were more rare, so they're worth more. They're more expensive. There's certain years where they'd use different kinds of metals in them. I started to wonder why these fell out of circulation. We still have the nickel, we still have the dime. Why did this specific coin fall out of circulation? When I started this story, I wasn't expecting the true story to actually be in the death of cash.
Most of my financing is done through the bank. So I don't handle any great amounts of cash. I maybe transfer cash rather than handle it personally when I can remember my PIN number.
like if you go down south, they got their big chunky clunky monkeys. They're so big and heavy, nobody wants them.
With the iPhone now paying for things, it's like 90% iPhone paying 10% cash.
We've already lost the penny, It's fallen out of circulation, the mint no longer makes them. So what's next? The nickel? The dime? Instead of reaching into your pocket and having to count out all this change and deal with all these bills and then awkwardly hand it to the cashier, it's just so much more convenient to use your phone. I love educating people on the 50-cent coin because if someone hasn't seen it before, it's kind of like a magic trick. Yet they still make them. And they're still legal Canadian tender. You can walk into a store and spend this.
Like who knew? Who knew? Seriously, I had no idea. And being in the business of handling coin all over the place, you know?